Anton Daniels was on this panel, or co-hosting this panel, that went viral last week for this moment.
Y'all is the grown-up versions of the niggas that got hurt in high school while we was out with the drug dealers. Let me tell you something. We were victims then making horrible ass decisions with grown preying on us. Y'all gotta let that shit go.
Panels or podcasts like this are always hard for me to get through personally, because sometimes the people on these panels are just super animated, loud, or talking over everybody to get a point across. It's just grating and like nails on a chalkboard for me. And that was definitely the case with a couple of the ladies on this specific panel, with the moderator, I guess her name is Randy, being one of them, but also Gold Boots to the right especially.
Oh, that's amazing. I'm still the bitch you dream about. So we can talk all day about certain topics.
Projection.
You guys can't sit here and say.
She was terrible, loud, and disruptive throughout the whole panel. But I do feel like they really had some good discussions, which reflect why men feel so lonely and why it seems like women have these crazy expectations and hoops that men have to jump through just to deal with them. And most of all, why dating feels so impossible and just not worth it nowadays. But I'm Jew, welcome to the channel. Please like and share the video. Don't forget to sub. Now, let's get into it.
The thing that I'm talking about is being a good person.
I know I just started the clip, but it's like, why are you walking around looking crazy, rolling your eyes while somebody is talking, trying to make a point? The crazy thing is, that's the stuff men have to deal with all the time.
Now, most of y'all, as usual, have passed up on the man that is supposed to marry you. You have skipped over the guy, the good guy, and
Facts.
got with the people because
Here's the thing.
No, the devil done had their way with y'all.
Yeah, I think we see it a lot more with social media these days, where it seems like women just want to live a specific influencer social media type of lifestyle, and they're willing to deal with whatever man can give them that lifestyle. Meanwhile, if you're a regular guy that works a regular job, you maybe make enough money to take care of yourself, to do things every now and then, but you can't just afford world trips or to be on vacation 9 times out of the year. You may be looked at by a lot of women like you're not doing enough, or you don't have enough money, or you can't take care of them the way they want to be taken care of. But at the same time, the men that do have that disposable type of income aren't really trying to settle down either, because why would they? Which means that women are wasting their time chasing a certain type of man that's not going to wife them up and ignoring the regular men that would. And as they climb up the corporate ladder or get their money together or whatever, by the time they come back around, those same men don't have any interest in them, because again, why would they? They built themselves up, they're living in a completely different way, completely different lifestyle, and there's no appeal to these women anymore. It just is what it is.
You are projecting.
Projecting what?
You're projecting your experience as everybody else's.
No, I'm projecting good choices.
I hear you, but
Good choices.
you're not the majority.
Yes, I am.
You know what's
you're
funny?
not.
Hold on, you
You're
know
not
what
the
this
I'm not the
reminds me of?
majority of the men that y'all seek. Say
This
that.
reminds me of a meme. In the meme, they were in high school. When the nerd came up to the girl in high school, she was like, ugh, no, I don't want you. And then once she became a baby mama, he was a CEO executive and all that. And she's like, hey, you remember me? And he said, ugh, no, I don't want you. I be feeling like, respectfully, y'all is the grown-up versions of the niggas that got hurt in high school while we was out fucking with the drug dealers. Let me tell you something. We were victims then making horrible ass decisions with grown ass niggas preying on us. Y'all gotta let that shit go.
That's crazy in and of itself. One thing that men learn very early on, I'm talking about like middle school, is that girls are always going to go for the bad boys or the older guys because they see them as more mature. And that really starts to happen in high school, and it doesn't have anything to do with being a nerd. There are nerds, there are regular guys, and then there are like dudes that are in the streets. Women, at least women in the black community, usually went for dudes that were in the streets first because they had money earlier, they had cars earlier. And it's not just middle school or high school, it really goes into adulthood, because when you become an adult and you're out in clubs, happy hours, parties, whatever, those women flock to the same type of men. Anywhere between like 20 to 25, young men are still earning their way through. They're probably not making a lot of money. So the men at clubs or parties that have tables and bottles are who the women gravitate to. And more than likely, those are street dudes. They don't have to go to work the next day, so they're out 7 days a week. Or they're the older men that have cars, houses, good jobs, everything together, and they can offer the younger women what they want financially. So again, whether a man is in high school in the 9th, 10th grade, not driving yet, and women their age are dating older guys with cars, or guys that aren't even in school, which I just always thought was crazy. Or you become a young adult, like young 20s, women your age are dating dudes that are in their 30s, or dudes that are in the streets that you can't compete with financially, what else are you supposed to do other than take your L, keep it moving, climb the corporate ladder, stack up, get your cars, get your house, and really build yourself up as a man? And by that point, after you've been through that journey, why would you go back and want somebody that rejected you for somebody that really isn't even on your level at that point in life? It just doesn't make sense. When people show you who they are, believe them. And the thing about it is, it's not like that same woman that spent all her youth chasing athletes and rappers and dudes that's in the street magically changed their taste. And all of a sudden, the guy that she ignored before, that she wanted no parts of, that she saw as a nerd, that has himself together and is really successful, has money, is suddenly her type. He's not her type now. She still prefers those dudes that's in the street. She just wants to be taken care of by a person that's more stable at that point. At a certain point, they're going to realize they're a certain age, they're not married, they're not settled down, and they can't get the life they want from these type of men. So then they want to circle back around to the good guy or the nerd, as she said. And at this point is mad that those same men that they rejected are now rejecting them. It just doesn't make sense. Because why would a person that had to deal with that rejection, then build themselves up, want to go back to a person that rejected them, that now has baggage and may not be with them for the right reasons in the first place? When I'm sure if you go along your journey, you build yourself up the right way, you're going to meet a woman that digs you for you, that respects you, that's attracted to you, and wants to help you build. Not somebody that thought you were a clown for going to school, or like the whole Duke Dennis situation, got laughed at and called corny when he started YouTube.
What's crazy is that same girl that left me stranded pretty much in the army was the same girl who laughed at me when I told her I was doing YouTube. She laughed at me, bro. She pretty much told me like, what the hell, shit, man? Stop. She was like, what the fuck, lame ass nigga doing YouTube? But one thing about them tables though, boy, listen, the same girl, bro. She called me this year. It was like, can you help me with my YouTube? Fuck her. Fuck that bitch. Fuck that bitch, man. You know what I'm saying? Fuck you. Real talk. Man, she like, I ain't that nigga doing YouTube, nigga playing 2K thing. One thing about them tables, bro, they don't turn. I don't give a fuck how long you sit there.
But then after seeing his success, that same woman wants to come back around. Yeah, it don't work like that.
You didn't get no pussy in high school. You getting pussy now. Get over it,
Absolutely.
nigga.
How many times do you hear men bring up, but what about the girls who had the older guys picking them up in high school?
Get the fuck
like
over
it was
it.
right.
They can have as many excuses as they want. I say God save me from y'all.
It's so funny that they're mad at men being traumatized by that. Like, imagine having a girl you really like at a pivotal point in your youth, like you're 17, 16. You have a girl you really want, and she completely carries you. Like, a dude would be hurt by that. I don't know what they mean by get over it. That's something you kind of carry with you that you remember.
Oh, that's amazing. I'm still the bitch you dream about. So we can talk all day about certain topics.
Projection.
You guys can't sit here
All
and
the
say,
guys that they want to try to shame for making good decisions.
No one's shaming you.
Why do they keep talking over me? Remember this, and this
shit's so
goes for
funny.
the women too, but I'm speaking to my guys. Anytime that you find yourself in a situation where you dodged somebody that you thought was for you but really wasn't, that's God protecting you.
Absolutely.
go for women too.
This just proves they don't be listening. He started that sentence all by saying, this goes for women too, but I'm talking directly to my guys. We know it's for women too. It applies to everybody.
Whenever you raise your standards, fellas, remember, it's not that you got to have a lot of options. You just got to find the best one for you.
Right.
It's not about dating a lot of people. It's not about a roster.
Touche.
It's not about none of that shit.
I really like that point that he made, and I think that's where the fresh and fit red pill logic just flies out the window when they're telling guys to sleep with 50, 60, 80, 100 women before you get in a serious relationship. It's completely unnecessary. If you meet somebody that's a good quality person, that's your vibe, that you can build with, then go for it. If you find the right person, then it's the right person. Nothing should stop you from building with that person and seeing where a relationship goes. And Anton was definitely taking a shot at Gold Boots over there because she said that she needed to know what a man's roster looked like before she was even willing to deal with them. Again, it goes to why everything is so out of whack when it comes to dating nowadays, because people don't even care about the person they're trying to date. They care about either what they can get out of them, what that person is willing to do for them, or how that person will make them look.
You feel me? It's a lot of men that sit here and say like who they could have had and who they couldn't have, but honestly, like the proof is in the pudding. Absolutely.
You feel me? Like,
You
I
don't-
want to see the roster.
you don't
I
want-
want to see who was before who.
Okay, that part.
I want to know
That
who
part.
you dated.
Look-
Show me
look-
that
that part.
pictures.
Look how
I can't be
something.
because I can't be your first bad bitch.
I can't be a first
Oh,
bad
baby,
bitch. I
I
don't want to
did
be.
that
That's a
before.
recipe for
I don't want to be.
And that comment right there reinforces something that we already know. All the women go for the same type of guys that then have all the women and have the options and don't have to settle down with any of them. Then they want to double back for the good guys that they miss. All of this is so weird now. That's why people have such weird expectations. I saw a tweet. I think I screenshotted it. I don't know if I'll be able to find it, but if I do, I'll put it in a video of a woman posting a guy cash apping her $2,700 because he knew her for 27 days. The men out there that do these type of things, that hype these women up, that create these expectations are part of the problem too, because then they take those expectations from the one person simping like crazy and try to impose them on regular men. Like, what man just has $2,700 to send to a woman because he knew her for 27 days? That's ridiculous. That's why dating these days feels like this.
I don't want you, but chase me. I don't want you, but chase me. It's never gonna be you, and I'm never gonna sleep with you, but keep chasing me. I'm not physically attracted to you, but keep chasing me. I'm gonna expect the maximum from you, and I'm gonna give you what I think you deserve and give you just enough so that you keep chasing me. The only time I'm gonna show you any real affection is when I need something. I'm gonna flirt with you, drop mixed signals, and drop little hints that you might have a shot so you keep chasing me. I'm gonna ghost you for months and then only come back when the guy I picked over you does me dirty as hell. We're gonna pick up right where we left off, and you're gonna think you have a shot, but I'm really using you to build my own ego back up again. And then I'm gonna ghost you again. But you're gonna wonder what happened, so you're gonna keep chasing me. And I'm gonna make you jump through unnecessary hoops while I give the cheeks to the guy I really like who didn't do anything. And we're both going to laugh at you. But keep chasing me.
But thanks for watching. Y'all let me know what you think about all this in the comments. Also, make sure you check out the next video. Don't forget to join the Discord to continue the conversation over there. And I'll catch you next time. Peace.